Simple Tales presents The Magic Pomegranate from Armenian Folklore. Long ago, in a kingdom nestled among mountains and fertile valleys, there lived a king who had 3 sons. The king was wise and respected, but as he grew older, a great worry settled upon him. He had become ill. Despite the efforts of healers from across the land, his strength continued to fade. One evening, an aged traveller arrived at the palace. After examining the king, he spoke of a rare cure. Far beyond the mountains, in a hidden garden, grew a magical pomegranate. Its fruit possessed extraordinary powers. Whoever ate its seeds would be restored to health. The king's sons immediately volunteered to seek it. The eldest prince departed first. Confident in his abilities, he rode swiftly across the countryside. Along the way, he encountered an old woman resting beside the road. She asked where he was going. The prince considered her unimportant and ignored her. Without another word, he continued on his journey. Soon afterward, he became lost among twisting mountain paths. No matter which direction he travelled, he could not find the hidden garden. Eventually, he was forced to return home in failure. The second prince soon set out. Like his brother, he met the old woman, and like his brother, he dismissed her questions. He too became hopelessly lost and returned empty-handed. At last, the youngest prince volunteered. Unlike his brothers, he was known more for his patience than for confidence. Many doubted he would succeed. Yet he loved his father deeply and wished to help. As he travelled through the mountains, he encountered the same old woman. When she greeted him, he stopped respectfully. They shared food and conversation. The prince explained his mission and his concern for the king. The woman listened carefully. Then she smiled. "You have shown kindness where others showed pride." She pointed toward a narrow trail hidden among the rocks. "Follow this path. It will lead you where you must go." The prince thanked her and continued. The trail led through forests, across rivers, and into a valley unlike any he had ever seen. Flowers bloomed in every colour. Birds filled the air with song. At the centre stood a magnificent garden surrounded by high walls. Within it grew a single pomegranate tree. Its branches shimmered in the sunlight. Golden red fruit hung among the leaves. The prince knew he had found the magical tree. As he approached, a voice echoed through the garden. "You may take only 1 pomegranate." The prince looked around, but saw no one. Again, the voice repeated its warning. "You may take only 1." The prince nodded. He carefully selected a single ripe fruit and prepared to leave. Then he paused. The tree held dozens of beautiful pomegranates. What if 1 fruit was not enough? What if it became damaged during the journey? Perhaps taking a few extra would be wise. Slowly, he reached for another. The moment his fingers touched the fruit, a powerful wind swept through the garden. The gates slammed shut. The tree vanished. And the prince found himself standing outside the valley. The magical pomegranate was gone. The prince lowered his head in disappointment. His own greed had cost him the prize. Yet instead of giving up, he turned around and began searching again. For many days he wandered. At last he encountered the old woman once more. Ashamed, he confessed what had happened. The woman listened quietly. Then she nodded. "Many people fail because of mistakes," she said. "The wise learn from them." Once again, she showed him the hidden path. The prince returned to the garden. Again he found the magical tree. Again the mysterious voice spoke. "You may take only one pomegranate." This time the prince did not hesitate. He picked a single fruit. He ignored all the others, and he left immediately. Nothing stopped him. The journey home was long, but the prince protected the pomegranate carefully. When he finally returned to the palace, the king's condition had become grave. The fruit was opened at once. Its seeds glowed like rubies. The king ate them. Slowly, color returned to his face. His strength began to recover. Within days, he was walking once more. Within weeks, he had regained his health. The kingdom celebrated. The king praised his youngest son and asked how he had succeeded where the others had failed. The prince told the entire story. He spoke of the old woman, the hidden garden, his first failure, and the lesson he had learned. The king listened thoughtfully. The prince had not succeeded because he was the strongest, nor because he had never made mistakes. He had succeeded because he was willing to admit his error and correct it. His brothers had allowed pride to guide them. The prince had allowed experience to teach him. The kingdom rejoiced not only because the king had recovered, but because they knew the future would one day belong to someone who understood the value of humility. Mistakes do not define us. What matters is whether we learn from them and choose a better path when given a second chance. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share Simple Tales. There are many more legends waiting to be told.